Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, Wes Troop, and I am back this week with another episode talking about what happened down at the Disney parks in the past 2 weeks. It's a double stuffed episode. It's like an Oreo. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to talk about. Let's check out the trending topics. Okay, let's hop over to the Magic Kingdom first, because last week, the Maleficent float from the Festival of Fantasy parade suffered a malfunction in the Liberty Square area that caused a portion of the structure to catch on fire. Luckily, no one was hurt and the flames were quickly doused, but it looks like some of the parade float structure was damaged in the blaze. As of now, the Maleficent float is not appearing in the parade and has been replaced by the gazebo float from the Easter parade, now featuring Aurora and Prince Philip. Obviously, this is a very big downgrade from the dragon to a float of Prince Philip and Aurora dancing, but it is safe. Yeah, I loved the Maleficent float in this parade. I thought it was so cool, like most people do. It definitely catches your eye if you're walking down the street not paying attention to the parade. Definitely one of the coolest parade floats I've ever seen. So it's a shame that this has happened. Hopefully they can get it back to work and will it ever come back? I don't really know. Maybe. I mean, if it's a safety issue, maybe not. But thank God nobody got hurt in this malfunction. But who knows? Will we see the Maleficent dragon again? Maybe a more safe version of it? No one really knows. We'll find out over time, I suppose. And now we're going to hop over to a hotel that I really like in the Magic Kingdom area, over to the Wilderness Lodge, because, well, we got some big info on one of the restaurants there, because much like a couple of other eateries, such as the 50s Primetime Cafe or the Skipper Canteen, the Whispering Canyon Cafe is a restaurant at Walt Disney World where guests have an experience, not just a meal. However, it looks like Disney will be pulling back on some of those practical jokes and fun surprises at the cafe, as it's been confirmed that it will be converting the restaurant into a more traditional, boring experience without some of the fun gags that the guests previously enjoyed. Though there's really no specifics at this time what has been cut, chances are the next time you ask for ketchup, you'll likely only get one bottle or a single refill as well. That's right, I did have dinner here once at the Whispering Canyon Cafe, and I did enjoy it. It was a fun time. The food was fine from what I remember, but to be honest, I remember the waiters and all the fun I had there, and I've talked to other people about that too, and they're like, oh yeah, the food was fine, but it was a lot of fun, so unfortunately, people, I guess, going to the restaurant didn't get the humor, or, they're snobs or something, and we're like, oh, I don't want 15 refills. I don't know what fun is at Disney World. I just want to sit here and have my meal. So there's always some people that gotta ruin it, right? So I'm surprised they haven't ruined the Primetime Cafe yet. I really am. The way people are these days, I'm sure, well, maybe that'll be next. Who knows? But hopefully not. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you just got to take the stick out of your butt on your vacation and have some fun. But evidently, the stick is too big for some people. But yeah, hopefully my viewers and listeners here understand at the HitchHiking Host Show, we don't have sticks up our butt, ladies and gentlemen. They're not up there. So if you do have a stick up your butt, maybe go to some other podcast or YouTube show, because I won't miss you. But anyway, unfortunately, Whispering Canyon Cafe is going to be turned back to regular restaurant. So, yeah. Unfortunately, you won't get 15 bottles of ketchup at your table anymore. And I did have fun with that. I had a bunch of bottles of ketchup at my table. But, it is what it is. So now we're going to move on to another different restaurant that maybe everyone can enjoy. Who knows? Though the plans are scarce on the space-themed restaurant coming to Epcot, it was confirmed this week that Disney is planning on constructing a brand new building for the eatery that will be built on newly developed area between Mission Space and Test Track. Very interesting. This is a restaurant I'm thrilled to see coming to Epcot. It looks so cool by the photo, the plans for it. Can't wait to check this one out. I'll definitely be eating there when it opens. And of course, we don't know when it's coming or, but hopefully it won't be too long. I'm sure it'll be a few years, though. And speaking of Epcot restaurants, though it was rumored for several weeks, it was confirmed that a new signature dining experience will be coming soon to Epcot's Japan Pavilion. While we're not sure when or where in the Japan Pavilion it will be located, it will be operated by Mitsuyoshi, which will also run the pavilion's other restaurants and retail areas. The restaurant will also draw inspiration from nature. So if you're a fan of the other Japanese restaurants over at Epcot, I personally haven't eaten at any, but, maybe one day. Maybe one day I will check out that Japan restaurant or restaurants. And, should be fun. So we just know there's another one coming. Great food, I've heard, at least. So definitely keep a lookout for that. Now we're going to hop back over to Disney's Hollywood Studios because Toy Story Mania has been running at a reduced capacity for the last few weeks as Disney has been preparing the attraction for the opening of Toy Story Land. Maybe you've heard of this coming, I don't know. On June 30th. The attraction will go down for a full closure beginning June 11th through the June 18th. Wow, one less thing to do at Hollywood Studios. Isn't that wonderful? With a reopening on June 19th, 2018, obviously. When it reopens, the entrance will remain in Pixar Place until the official opening of Toy Story Land at the end of the month. So just know if you're headed out to Hollywood Studios the week of the 11th to the 18th of June, no Toy Story Mania for you. All right, also, over at Hollywood Studios, the first 10 minutes of The Incredibles 2, which opens on June 14th, is now playing at the Walt Disney Theater, of course at DHS, and is expected to be playing throughout the summer. So if you want to see the first 10 minutes of that movie, go and check it out. Spoiler alert, who knows? But probably not. I can't wait to see Incredibles 2. I'm a big fan of the first one. Can't wait to see the second one in just a few weeks. And now, for all you winos out there, ever since alcohol was served inside the Magic Kingdom back in the day in 2012, many predicted that Disney would expand their alcoholic options inside that park someday, and of course, they did. Though alcoholic beverages were added to a number of restaurants, it looks like Disney is going to expand yet again at the Magic Kingdom because effective this week, the following locations are now serving alcoholic beverages. The Plaza Restaurant is serving a selection of beers, wines, and cocktails, as well as a house-made sangria, and the Crystal Palace will also now serve beer, cider, and domestic wines designed to complement the American cuisine. It also has a mimosa mixed drink available for guests to order. So just know you can booze it up at the Plaza Restaurant or the Crystal Palace. Yeah, booze it up with Winnie the Pooh over at the Crystal Palace. Why not? And just what we need, another one of these, ladies and gentlemen. The Magic Kingdom already has 2 other firework dessert parties, which, are going to even be more expensive this summer. Why not? We're getting another one, of course, that includes a new after the fireworks option. Priced at $69 for adults and $41 for children, the party offers viewing of the fireworks from the Plaza Gardens and then a dessert party in the Tomorrowland Terrace after the festivities have concluded. Yeah, so that begins on May 28th. Rip off! I've never done any of these firework dessert parties. They seem a bit much for some places to, stand or sit for the fireworks and then get, a little cupcake or something afterward. I think I'll save the $69 and just fight off the crowd. But, maybe that appeals to you to spend that money on checking that out for a fireworks dessert party. I would rather save my money for, I don't know, the Halloween party or something like that. But, whatever floats your boat. Just know you could make those reservations beginning on May 28th. And finally, Disney has announced a new ticket offer that allows guests to purchase a one-day, one-park ticket that comes preloaded with Fastpass Plus reservations. The ticket costs the same as a regular park ticket, but of course there is a catch. Guests must use the ticket and its accompanying Fastpass Plus reservations the day after they purchase it only. And tickets come in a variety of quote-unquote packages, which includes certain Fastpass Plus reservations at each park. And if you take a look at what some of these quote-unquote packages include, if you take a look at, the big package, none of them really include the most popular attractions. If you look at Animal Kingdoms, you certainly are not going to see anything in Pandora. I think the only main thing I saw over there was Dinosaur. I don't think the Safari was even on it, and I don't chastise me if it is, but I just remember looking and seeing not so much. I don't remember seeing Everest on there. Disney's Hollywood Studios, you get like Beauty and the Beast. Stuff that you really don't need fast passes for. Definitely not Toy Story Mania. That wasn't on there. Epcot, you get like the Figment ride, and you don't get Test Track, you don't get Soarin', you don't get Frozen, you don't get crap. You get like the Living with the Land boat ride, I guess. But yeah, because you need a fast pass for that. At Magic Kingdom, I think the best thing I saw in that package, in one of those packages, was Pirates of the Caribbean. So that kind of gives you an idea if it's worth it or not. In my opinion, I wouldn't use one of those anyway because I go on vacations and not day trips to Magic Kingdom. But yeah, that's out there for you one-ticket buyers. Just know you can make a Fastpass Plus reservation on your tickets now. So there you go. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another Hitchhiking Host show next week. Until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/HitchHostShow. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter @HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, do so over on Podbean, hitchhostshow.podbean.com, or search under West Troop or the Hitchhiking Host Show on Stitcher or iTunes. Until then, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.